Welcome all to the Collegiate Racing Series. We are gonna wait until 7, let everybody join in who's gonna join in, and then we'll get started.
I see some names I know.
I think that one hit the building.
I hit something. I heard that thing hit something.
Oh man, we're in a
Little
classic little thunderstorm here in the South.
A little T-storm.
Woohoo. All right. Oh yeah. Got some good looking. I know some of these people.
Yeah.
Good stuff. And as always, this will be recorded and posted to our member portal. So, no worries if you if you can't stay the whole time, it'll be recorded. So no worries. We got some pretty amazing stuff to be sharing with you today. So I'm really excited.
It's pretty exciting. This is a little bit some reveal in here for some things that we've been working on that we've been kind of saying is in the pipeline.
Yeah, it's a lot of, guys, what we're going to share with you today is the culmination of greater portion of 8 months that we have been working our butts off, bringing the best experience possible to you guys. We take a lot of pride in the work that we've done, and we're very happy and thrilled and just above beyond blessed to be able to share this experience with all of you. So at the end of the day, we're going racing. Who doesn't want to go racing? I want to go racing. I wish I was racing right now.
Going racing this weekend.
Well,
This weekend, baby.
or that's a good way to spend the 4th of July.
That's right.
All right. Well, it is 7:01, so why don't we go ahead and get on started? Just to respect everybody's time. I see something in the chat from AI Notes. Cool. All right, let's get started. Let me close this, maybe. I don't want to close that. All right.
How are you going to see?
It'll pop up here.
Well, okay.
Yeah, it should. I hope. Look, there it is.
Look, somebody just popped up.
Look, another one.
And another one.
And another one.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So welcome to the Collegiate Racing Series. For those of you who have been with us over the last few months, this is going to be providing probably our largest update ever. Like I said earlier, it's the culmination of 8 months of us working our butts off to bring you the best experience. So we're really, really excited to share with you everything that we have planned and everything that is going to happen in the next months. We're very, very, very excited. So this is a little overview of what we're going to get into. So let's go ahead and get into it. For the people that are new, welcome to the racing family. And I do very much mean family. We're here to celebrate everyone's successes and mitigate everyone's failures. So we are here to support you in your racing journey. We have the belief that racing should be available to everyone, and we are here to make it cheaper, more accessible, and overall just a greater experience. So we are the official sanctioning body for collegiate motorsports. We have been able to bring our educational program and discounts to over 30 universities around the country. We also have a large group of people in Europe who we are planning for. So stay tuned and watch out for that, because you may see a lot of that there. And I have people trying to get in and I can't seem to let them in. Let me see if I can't do this. Oh, well, now they're gone. Interesting. Apologies, people. Zoom is there it is. That's what I want. Zoom is not as good of a product as one would think. All right, getting those people joined. Okay. So, as you can see, here are just a few of our schools who are part of CRS, building their teams, getting ready to go. So as you can see, there's a lot of competition out there, and we cannot wait to see you guys on track. So for our new members, how do you join CRS? And yes, this is very real. We are bringing racing to you. You need to purchase a membership through the Garage ID platform, which is the QR code there. So you can Google Garage ID and find our series listed there, or you can scan this QR code and or click the link in the PowerPoint that I will be posting shortly. Create an account in Garage ID and join CRS as a founding member. Then you will want to reach out to crs@garageid.com or reach out to Danny@garageid.com, and we will help you create at any school, a team. What do I mean by that? I literally mean no matter what school you go to, we can create a racing team very easily at your school. So this means if you attend a community college, full-time university, tech school, it does not matter. We want to bring racing to everybody, and we've been successful at it. So please reach out to us. The process is very, very easy. We literally write it out for you. All you have to do is, I mean, quite frankly, just be able to read. That's what we want to do. We want to spread motorsports all around. So please scan the QR code and join if you have not. And follow along our webinar series. We'll be talking a little bit about the updates to that later in this PowerPoint, but we hold weekly webinars that we will educate you. We're bringing in the experts in the field to teach you everything about motorsports: camber, caster toe, suspension, engine tuning, race strategies, pit crew. It doesn't matter. We have the experts to teach you, and that's why we're here to do it. So
Hey, real quick, just Jack, I had a Zoom call with William and Cooper from Colorado School of Mines today, and it's just two guys, just like you started, remember? And
Yeah.
like these guys are ready to go, and they're like, do we need a bunch of people? No, you don't need a bunch of people. You just need to press forward, do the work, as you said earlier, and let us hold your hand through the process.
Yep. It is very, very, very easy to join CRS, and that's why we built it. So awesome. So FSBB Access, FSBB, the Full Stack Business Builder, is our library for the curriculum. Full Stack Business Builder is one of our corporate partners. They host quite frankly, the best quarterly conference for business building, fundraising, community. It's incredible. They do a phenomenal job, and they've been gracious enough to help run our library, to hold all of our curriculum. So this is where all of our webinar recordings, relevant documents, PowerPoints, walkthroughs, you name it. Everything that you will need to go from zero to a fully functioning race team is written out there and is posted, updated weekly. So after you purchase your CRS membership, you will receive an email with your access code to the paid member portal, where you'll have access to all of the paid member access, including locating all of the discounts and opportunities there. And that's it, guys. I mean, that's all it takes to join CRS. It's very, very easy. So if you have any questions, all of us are available anytime to answer your questions. Again, crs@garageid.com and Danny@garageid.com, and we'll make it happen for you guys. That's why we're here. So cool. And so now one of the coolest partnerships I think we have is Mazda Motorsports.
Yeah, this is huge, guys. So we wanted to try to provide everything as much as we could from A to Z to get y'all racing, wheel to wheel, representing your colleges and universities. And obviously, just backtracking just a little bit for us as we were building out this entire series and sanctioning body and the rules and regulations, and building the collegiate racing series. And the biggest question we got into was cars, and where do the cars come from? How do people get them? Are we going to run kind of a champ car, lemons type series that is all sorts of different cars and do a balance of performance, or lapping where faster cars got to run more laps, et cetera, et cetera. And ideally, what we said from the very beginning, the onset of developing this, is that, man, I mean, year and a half, 2 years ago, when we were like, man, we were dreaming up of what this picture right here. So if you can see this picture to the right, there's 40 or 50 Miatas or MX-5s, the NDs, the latest and greatest and the fastest that Mazda produces. That's a global race. And we were like, golly, wouldn't it be cool? How cool would it be to have those 40 or 50 teams with livery from their universities representing wheel to wheel? And we were just like, and so we started going down that road aggressively and made some great, got just a great response. And Mazda is joining us and is going to be instrumental. Is probably not even, it's not a strong enough word. Mazda is core and to this entire program. And so the race series will be done in Mazdas. We kind of got our wish.
We did.
Which is a huge deal. I can't, and I'm talking really flat. I can't tell you how exciting this is and how much work went into this to try to
months of work
to accomplish this, to get everyone in a spec car. So everybody racing each other in the series will be in a spec car. I'll get into more of the details, so be patient. I know if you got questions, just write them down. We'll get to questions. But what does this look like? What does this mean? And so in conjunction and powered by with Mazda Motorsports, we're rolling out the CRS Mazda Build Series. And so what it's going to be is NDs, not the NCs and not the NB, the ND, which is the most recent generation of the MX-5, are the cars that we will be running. Mazda as well is providing contingency, is providing contingency discounts on parts, racer pricing, and then also, obviously, most importantly, race cars. And so this is a huge deal. Huge deal that we are just, I mean, we're just over the moon about it, guys. The devil's in the details, and how we are going to execute cars to the teams is a whole nother webinar.
It is. And we're going to talk about it.
Yeah, and we're going to get there. But we wanted to tell you guys that we are building out a process and a program so that each team, each qualified CRS team that has drivers that have been through comp school, that have gone through the curriculum and are licensed to drive, your team can go and execute and come to the CRS events. You guys will take delivery. And the plan that we have right now is for you to take delivery under a race lease. Because one of the biggest hurdles that we know for the race teams is, quite frankly, just is money, right? It's why we harped on money and fundraising and all that stuff, 501c3, and giving you guys the tool set to go out and to cash flow this whole program, right? And so, and us helping you along the way to do so. But money, and I hate to say this, but racing's expensive. The goal of CRS, one of the many goals, but one of the goals is to simply focus and make sure that we can execute and get you guys on track racing wheel to wheel. And so with that hurdle being cars being a big thing, we went out to solve that problem and get over that hurdle. And I feel like we have. The details of the program are most likely going to be in the form of a race lease, where each team, qualified team, will take delivery of an ND race car, a newly caged built ND race car that will be done, that we will provide to the teams. Now, they'll be provided to the teams most likely in one scenario. And that scenario, and again, not all the details are worked out. We're in the process of finalizing all of this, and it'll probably be early next month before we actually roll the entire plan and can show you every detail of it. But ballpark details that we are looking at is the clubs and the teams will receive a race car. And that race car will be an ND, and you will receive it completely caged, ready and running, motor, trans, ready to go. Okay. there will be things that your team is going to be required to do. Things like the seat, the harnesses, the fire suppression, things like that. A lot of the cars, one of the things that and I know you guys know this, but one of the things that, we knew very quickly was, hey, it would be really great that these cars are produced with 2 seats in them, because we have done going on 3 comp schools for CRS, and have put about 20 people through comp school thus far. About 20 students through comp school thus far. We got another one coming up. We're doing a few up at Autobahn this weekend with Cincinnati. We're super excited about that. But one thing that we notice is that there's great value in the students when they're going through comp school with instructors, to be able to be seat by seat. So sitting right seat, sitting left seat, whether the student's in the right seat or or whether the instructor's in the right seat. We got great feedback from students throughout the comp schools of how much they got out of that and how much they learned, and their learning curve was exponential when they could sit in the passenger seat and ride and go through around the track for a session or two with an instructor, a professional driver or something like that. And so we wanted to leave that up to the teams, but we probably would recommend that you guys put 2 seats in it, because you'll get a lot of use out of it.
Absolutely.
A ton of use out of it.
Yeah, and this car can be used for future drivers to go get comp licensed in.
Yeah.
I mean, this is your car. You
Right.
can use it as you see fit.
Right. And the plan is for it to be a lease to purchase, lease to own program. And that is that for X amount of months, you're paying X amount of dollars, for, basically a brand new race car. And then on month on month 24 or 36 or whatever it is, you take ownership of it.
Yeah, this has never been done.
Yeah.
To go out and find a brand new caged car that is, race worthy, very race worthy, in fact, very competitive and fun to drive, for a lease for the price range that we're going to be offering it at, is unheard of. It's never been done.
So yeah, I mean, guys, we're super excited, obviously. The other thing is there's a zillion benefits that come with Mazda, and I can't overstate
They're the
it.
king. They're the king of motorsports.
They are the king of motorsports. If you guys didn't know it, if you took Mazda's manufactured vehicles that are racing on a racetrack in the world, and you took every other OEM in the world and combined them, they do not eclipse what Mazda is.
Nope.
There are more Mazdas on the track week after week than any other manufacturer. There is no manufacturer that does more for racing, not just racing corporately. They do more for the individual grassroots racing. And that's one of the reasons why this was such a phenomenal fit. Mazda they came all in, and they've been just utterly fantastic to work with. They all along the way, and we continue to meet with them week after week. So we're super excited about this. The lease program you guys are going to have a ton of questions. We have answers, but there's some stuff that we are working out the details of. Details being, you'll see, because there's a lot of details. The lease agreement, the build out proposal, where we're doing it, how we're doing it, spreading across the country, reducing travel time to deliver vehicles. There's a lot of logistics to work out, but we're getting there. And this is going to be the basis for which the collegiate racing series is going to operate in. Now, Jack had a couple questions that he was asked. I think Danny did too, about this specifically, where somebody, was it Clemson? Who was that asked you that?
Asked me about the race car.
Yeah. About
Yeah.
the second car.
Yeah.
Tell them that story, because
So in the beginning, when we initially came to the table with the racing series, it was, a lot of these college teams, Tulane, Clemson, Florida, they have a race car, right? We don't want to ever prevent people from getting out to the track, getting on track, and having a blast doing it. So that being said, yes, you can absolutely run whatever race car you have, as long as it passes our scrutineering. We're going to be pretty heavy on safety requirements. We're going to require the latest and greatest SFI, FIA spec safety. This is what it requires to be safe on track. But you will not receive championship points or in a Mazda. And we are comfortable
in one of our
in
Mazdas.
one of our Mazdas,
Yeah.
one of the MX-5 Miata race car, because of the fees that basically what we're trying to say is it is very easy to go out and raise the money necessary to own and run this car. We've built it that way. And the best way for us to show the competitiveness of college teams on a national stage and eventually crown a national champion, we need you to be in the same cars.
Yeah.
So there's going to be a CRS A and a CRS B series. The A series will be comprised of the ND MX-5 race cars that we lease to the teams, and the B series will be open for any racing. But the national champion will only be crowned from the CRSA.
And that, I think that we really like that because obviously it encourages you guys. The goal here is to get on track community, and be racing against each other wheel to wheel. And so for us to essentially expand the series, is a great thing to where that it's more inclusive, right? Some teams may have I know for a fact Tulane's got a bunch of cars. Clemson's got a few cars, and they would be like, hey, we want to bring all of our cars and race. Okay, great. That's what we want. We want, wheel to wheel competition. There'll be an A series and a B series, and the A series will be in the ND, and the B series will be in the other cars, right?
Yep. So at Tulane, I think you guys have a Mini Cooper. Michael, I think that's what you said, a Mini Cooper and maybe a 944.
Yeah.
Clemson's got an NA Miata and a Civic. I know some other cars have a lot of minis for whatever reason, some spec E36s and E30s. So you can bring any car to our racing series, but I think you'll find that our lease program is going to be the cheapest anywhere to go get a newly caged car. Point blank, end of story.
Yeah, it's going to be, we wanted to build it. We wanted to build this program, so it was a no-brainer. So you guys look at it and you're like, oh my God, I mean, yeah, of course we're going to do that. So it will, we believe we're building it to be just a complete no-brainer and so that everybody buys into this. So, yeah, that's great. Go to the next slide.
Nice, Michael.
All right, Bitcoin racing. So I wanted to, this is an announcement of a partnership with the 501c Bitcoin Racing US, that is, the CRS has partnered with, that is specific to our education. And if you guys, I don't know the depth of understanding or knowledge that you guys might have of Bitcoin. I'm pretty deep in. I've been involved with Bitcoin for almost 10 years now. I've been involved in it with finance, with trading, with mining. I'm still currently a miner. One of the other founders, Peter Saddington, is deep into it as well. And it's in our circle of influence and has been our circle of influence for a decade. And so naturally, as we grew and started to socialize what we were doing with CRS, it became an obvious place for us to go and partner. And so the curriculum that CRS provides, which is predominantly all motorsports driven, but inside of the motorsports, as you guys already know, there's business development, there's fundraising, there's donations, sponsorships, advertising, money, right? Everything typically is going to circle around money to some degree or another. And so Bitcoin, if you don't know what Bitcoin is, that's fine. Don't sweat it. No big deal. But I can tell you, having been involved with it for 10 years and really going to the end of the rabbit hole and smelling like a filthy rabbit now, just a disgusting animal, because I went to the end of the rabbit hole with it. It's not just a life-altering thing. It is the basis of freedom, especially as it pertains to financial freedom and sovereignty. And a lot of the core tenets of Bitcoin directly correlate into, believe it or not, motorsports and racing. And so this was a great fit for us. And it's allowed us also to capitalize on some funding to be able to deliver and subsidize to you, directly to you, which is a
Yes.
huge deal, guys. This becomes a basis for subsidy to the teams. And you may be sitting there going to be on, well, what, y'all going to give us Bitcoin? No, we're not going to give you Bitcoin. Bitcoin Racing is a 501c3, and they are able to, because we're partnering with them in our curriculum and teaching core tenets of Bitcoin, they're able to help us in some areas that we could not get help otherwise. And so this is a massive, massive partnership for us. You'll begin to see more and more media surrounding Bitcoin racing. This is just a big, big win for us. It has opened, it has been instrumental in opening doors to some really, really huge names that I can't talk about just because we're under NDA and we're trying to do some bigger deals that are going to help you guys. We're over the moon at this. This is a big deal for us and we're super excited.
Yeah, it's not very plausible. It is going to happen. I think you'll see that Bitcoin and the surrounding resources around Bitcoin and Bitcoin racing will be a direct help in your fundraising campaigns.
Yeah.
It is, and we are very excited to teach you, and we'll all teach you that very soon.
Yeah, I'm really excited about that.
But all right, this is really cool, guys. So Drive Smart, if you don't know, is a huge sponsor of NASCAR. They actually have several cars that they are on. They are a third-party insurance and warranty company. Their motorsports platform, they actually got to start in motorsports.
Yeah.
Their motorsports platform is massive. They're in iRacing, sim racing, a NASCAR, truck series, insert a lot of different series all over the country. And what they have done has been incredibly special. They have created a custom, unique, one of a kind, first of its kind track insurance package that is only offered to you guys. And so the details of this will be posted shortly. Again, we're very close to finalizing the exact details, but it is going to be a track day loss insurance. So a lot of track days are 2 to 3 days.
Travel too.
Yeah, travel as well. I'm not done yet. I haven't finished, man.
Hey.
There's a lot. So it's, let's say you're out on day 1 of testing and you break something or you hit a wall. Or anything happens, or you pull a Mustang and hit a pedestrian. There's a lot of reasons why you can't make it to the 2nd or 3rd day of the track weekend, and that sucks because guess what? They don't give you a refund for that. Well, now you're protected. So if with this insurance plan, you go out, your car busts a piston ring, and you can't make it to the other 2 days, 2 days are reimbursed to you through this insurance plan. They also cover transport and paddock insurance. So transporting your thing down, let's say you get halfway to the track that you're going to and your trailer blows a tire. Well, you call them. It's very similar to AAA. They come out and send a service person to come help change the tire on your trailer and get you back up and running in no time. And guys, these Drive Smart is so much better than AAA. It's so much better than AAA.
Yeah.
And so we're really, really excited to offer. And guys, we're talking, $65 a year, which divided is a little under $5 a month as an option to you. And teams should definitely look into this as insurance again for you. It's always good to have insurance on everything you do.
Yeah.
Okay.
And some of the stuff we're still defining. So not there, we think that there could be some additional benefits as well that will directly correlate to CRS members, like fuel discounts and hotels. And
the discounts are going to be mind-boggling.
Yeah, even local.
I'm like it is
local,
I could have this entire slides be a list of discount opportunities from Drive Smart. It's incredible.
Yeah.
And we're very, very excited to get you guys this as soon as we can, because it is really going to help you guys save a lot of money. So much money. So, and something that we are very committed to doing, and iRacing is one of our corporate partners as well. Drive Smart is officially leading our iRacing initiative. And so our goal is to create one of the largest and most competitive iRacing series ever conceived by man. They are very experienced running iRacing series. They have 200,000 subscribers on their iRacing channel. They are one of the best in the business to do it. and we're very excited to be partnering with them. We are working day and night to build this for everyone. Cash prizes, you name it, sponsorship opportunities, getting shown to 200,000 subscribers on YouTube, televised, you name it. We are targeting a release date between October and December of this year. So please stay tuned. It is going to be very exciting. It's very exciting.
Yeah.
You
guys are going to get the details of the biggest thing is this is just tonight's kind of an announcement. We wanted to make sure we got this in front of you guys. I know Danny and Jack, myself, and Peter, we've been talking to you guys, some of us more than others, but this is something that these things, the Drive Smart deal, the Mazda Motorsports deal, the lease program, the build series, those are things we wanted to get in front of you as soon as we could. So you guys know what is coming. Now, again, we're working out the details, and I promise as soon as we have the details, we'll announce them and go into all the details of all of it. But it's probably going to be August before now the Drive Smart thing we'll probably have worked out before August, but the lease program the details of that will come out in August sometime.
Yeah, this has never been done before. And, it's our commitment to bring racing to you at an order of magnitude cheaper. And so we are trying to figure out the absolute best way to bring this to you to maximize your experience, guys.
Right.
And we want you to go out and have fun on the track every weekend. So,
Yeah.
And to do that, we have to make sure we're planning properly to ensure that you guys are safe and are enjoying every minute of it. So we're really excited. That's all I can say now, but,
all right.
So the 2025-2026 plan, this is very important as it is the plan for basically now in the next 18 months. First and foremost, guys, is licensing. Every team will need at least 3 drivers to earn their competition license. Usually it's 1 reserve driver and 2 main drivers at the bare minimum. Again, keep in mind we are running endurance style racing, so there will be driver changes, inherently meaning you will have to have more than 1 driver. So there you go. First and foremost is licensing, and that has gone to we are bringing to you licensing events nearly once a month.
Yeah, almost every month.
Almost every month, all across the country. We are actively working on developing more connections west of the Mississippi to bring even more comp schools to you. That's our goal. Almost every on-track event that we are going to have from now until the end of time will, at some regard, have a comp school associated with it. So please make sure you are planning for that.
And I'm going to harp like crazy on this. I feel like I harp on this a lot. Guys, this doesn't work without y'all getting licensed. Okay. So we got to get you licensed, and we have broken down every freaking barrier there is to do this. Typically you're talking about, $5 to $8 grand, $4 to $8, $9 grand to go get licensed. And we're doing it for, nothing, $1,200 basically is what it is. It's unheard of. And the teaching is outstanding. It's professional drivers. The curriculum is outstanding. It's improving too, because we keep getting better and making adjustments here and there as we go, and learning more and more stuff as we develop the curriculum and get feedback from y'all. This picture is from AMP.
God, what a good weekend.
What was that, 3 weeks ago?
2 weeks ago.
3 weeks,
3 weeks
ago. And these students crushed it. And they crushed it. And they crushed it because they were prepared. And we had hurdles, and we had problems and issues, and we had to fix stuff. We had bad brakes, bad taillights, chasing fuses, bad clutches. Just stuff that had to get fixed and worked on, and things that happen when you go to a track and you're racing, right? And so, and the students crushed it. They utterly crushed it. And everybody passed with flying colors. I was just really I was so proud. Way exceeded my expectations. And I think a lot of that was because these guys were prepared. They had taken the class, they went to the webinar. It's a long webinar. It's like 2 hours. They took the test, they asked questions, they clarified stuff. And so when they came in, they had heard it and studied it. And so that was a big part of the success, I believe. So guys, the webinar is posted. We have dates right now on the calendar. Please, please get with your team, get with the guys that want to do this on your team, and call Danny, text me, text any of us, hit us on Discord and say, hey, I got 3 guys, I got 5 guys, I got whatever. This is the weekend that we're targeting so that we can get ahead of it and make the needed preparations for it. If we know you guys are coming, it allows us to execute way better than if it's a last minute thing. And I get everybody's busy and you guys are college students and you got classes and you don't know what you're doing a lot of the time, but I'm asking you and I'm encouraging you to please really take some time, look at the calendar and plan this out. We desperately want to get you guys licensed.
Yeah. And I saw a question in there saying, what if I don't have a sports car vehicle to go do it in? Well, guys, that's why you build the team and you get the ND Miata.
That's right.
And if that is just not an option, there are always rental options at tracks. I am not going to sugarcoat it. Rentals get expensive quickly. So if you do some planning and do it correctly, and we're here to help you do that, I think you can make it very reasonable. But the best way to get it done is to lease one of our ND Miatas.
That's right.
And that's why we're doing this.
Yeah.
That's why we have partnered with Mazda, is to enable you guys to go out and do this every weekend if you wanted to.
Yeah.
It is a cheap, reliable, safe, and exciting sports car.
Fantastic sports
car to go drive daily. I mean, I would drive a Miata daily, but that's why we have the lease program. So if you are thinking about joining CRS and you have absolutely no idea what you're doing, guys, reach out to us. That's why we're here. We're here to clarify everything for you guys. If you have questions about anything motorsports, you have our contacts. That's why we're here.
So the goal for the racing season for 2026 is to get on track and get wheel-to-wheel racing. Come hell or high water, we're going to do this. Period. I'm in. This is our mission, right? And
hang on. Hey, Bryson, no, you do not need to finish competition school to get the Miata. Your team has to be able to, what we're going to do is we don't want to give you guys a Miata and have you guys sit on it for months and months and months and it never gets driven. That's the exact opposite of what we want. So Bryson, you do not have to have completed comp school, but you have to be able to prove beyond a reasonable doubt that you have plans to complete a comp school in it. So, and this will be a conversation between you and the teams that we have and we help build with you guys. There you go. We expect people to get comp license in these vehicles.
Yeah. All right. Hey, there's a ton of questions. Just hang tight. We're going to blow through the questions, go back. We're going to get through the questions, but I want to get through these slides before we get to the questions. So if you got questions, you can keep pounding them out. That's fine. We'll run through them when we get there. I want you guys to know and hear that in 2026, we go racing. Okay. Between now and then, the first event, the name of the game is to get you funded and to get you licensed and to get you a car. And I don't even care about the order. I mean, technically it'd be great if you're funded, you get the car, you get licensed, you go racing, right? That would be ideal. But listen, it's not always going to be ideal. Whether the first race, we're working with FARA and the co-sanctioning of this stuff and figuring out the events and the dates and the schedule for 2026. I don't know when the schedule will be released, but it'll probably be latter this year.
Yeah, it's too early to even get on the racetrack's calendars. They haven't even opened it up for 2026 rental yet. So we're, as soon as we have the dates, you will know.
Yeah. And we hope to do, like it says, 2 to 5 race weekends. We hope to run probably 3 races, maybe 4, but it's probably going to be 3 races per weekend. And let me tell you again, hats off to FARA. FARA is bending over backwards for us and has been a phenomenal partner in being able to make this dream a reality. It couldn't have happened with them. These guys, I can't say enough good things about them. They've been so flexible and willing to work with us and listen and help execute. So to all those guys, Todd and Jose and David, the guys, the owners, and Carlos, they've just been incredible. So, all right, last thing that I want to talk about on the slide is build and grow your teams. I can't beat this into y'all's head hard enough.
With love.
Yeah, I mean this with love. I know that I don't come across with a lot of love sometimes, and I'm sorry.
Oh, he means it with love.
But I do mean it with love. And that is, guys, you got to have money. You've got to have money. We've made this as affordable as anything. We're going to show you a mock budget that we came up with. And granted, it's a mock budget and it's probably a little light, but it's very attainable. The budget that we put together to be like, there it is. That's what you need to do. Go and execute, and you guys can get on track and do stuff.
And guys, we've done it. I've done it.
Yeah.
He's done it.
Yeah.
Danny's done it. We've all raised money in the exact way that you're going to go do it.
That's
so
right.
It is 100% possible. It just takes a little bit of effort. And when I mean a little bit of effort, I mean just a little bit of effort. You just go out and have to do it. Wake up, build the machine, and go and do it.
Right. So I'm going to talk a little bit about the machine as we talk through this mock budget that we threw together. But guys, the number one thing is you guys are 501c3s. Okay. That opens the world up to you, to all of the alumni to donate, to have a tax deductible donation. Okay. Not to mention that all your teams also have the ability to do memberships and to charge 20, 40, $100 or something like that.
Or whatever you want to do.
Or whatever.
You can charge nothing. It doesn't matter.
That's right. You can charge nothing. The thing is that there's a zillion ways to skin the cat. But I'll tell you, donors and sponsorships are going to be your biggest ones, and targeting the alumni is huge, 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 huge. And all it takes, and Jack is total proof of this, because they executed it and they continue to execute it at Clemson. They are just on it. They are excellent in their communication to their donors and their sponsors and the people that are doing advertising with them. And all it takes is a little bit of effort, and it's a team effort. That's the name of the game here. This is team racing, and everybody's got to get involved to some degree or another. Everybody has a friend, a family member, or knows somebody that went to your school that you can reach out to some degree. And it doesn't have to come from an alumni. It could come from anybody. So I encourage you guys that we're going to do a whole nother webinar on this, just raising money. And the ABCs, the 1, 2, 3s of how to do it and get your first 10 grand in the door. Okay.
Yep. I know it.
All right.
We got it.
This is a
mock. This is us going through all of the things that we think you will encounter month to month.
Some of the things.
And this is what we think is a very reasonable, actually beyond reasonable, easy to go out and get. So just for you guys that don't know, while I was at Clemson as an undergraduate student, I, along with one of my best buds, started Clemson Tiger Racing. Guys, we went out and raised $80,000 without asking. Okay. We built a team. We told a story, and the story was interesting to people. Your story is your most powerful tool in your bag. Building a team, getting students who have never been racing before, who have been told it is unattainable their entire lives, to get out and do it, to go racing, to build a car, to compete against 30 plus universities on a national stage, waiting to be crowned a national champion. That story is powerful. So that is your biggest tool, and that is the best way you're going to be able to go out and tell your story. So that being said, this budget is 2025, 2026. 2026 is going to be a little more expensive. And again, this is not, you may not have all of these expenses each month. You may have a light month that you're not going to the track. You may have a month you're going to the track 3 times. So again, this is just averages. So memberships we put at $1,000, guys. That's $50 a person if you get 20 people on your team. I mean, that's nothing. So donations, $2,000. I think you guys can go out and get way more in donations, but this is, I mean, $2,000 between 20 people on a team or 10 people on a team. That's going asking your grandparents, hey, grandma, grandpa, can I have $100 to help fund my racing career? My friends' racing careers,
My team.
my university. If your grandfather or grandmother went to your university, if you're a legacy, that's a great way.
The point, the point of this slide, guys, is to show you that this is very attainable. Okay, yeah, there's a lot of other stuff. There's other small things, and what parts do we need? And there's a lot of little questions that have got to be answered. But we wanted to show you something that was attainable. That hey, if you guys were able to go out and hypothetically raise $30,000 or $40,000, you guys are racing and you're competing in the in the CRS series, right? And
Very
so,
well.
yeah, very well. And listen, again, we have answers to you guys have questions, we have answers. You may be like, well, I don't have a trailer. How do I get a trailer? Where
Well-
can I go get a trailer? What's the cheap trailer? Well, maybe you can get a donated trailer. Maybe you know somebody who has a trailer that's at a discount. All you got to do is change the hubs and the bearings or put an axle on it or something.
Yeah.
We have answers, guys. I promise. Worst case scenario, you can rent U-Haul trailers for about $50.
Yeah, I mean, seriously, the U-Haul trailer is a legitimate way to get cars. I
Yeah.
actually know a professional race driver drives Janetta Series and trailers his car with a U-Haul trailer
Yeah,
every time
I-
in a professional
There's
series.
nothing wrong. It doesn't. Nobody.
No one cares.
Yeah, nobody cares.
No one cares.
No one
You get the
cares.
car to the track and you say all you need to say on the racetrack.
That's right. So just a glance, you guys, this is very attainable. And again, please, I hope I never hear this. Well, I don't know how to. If you don't know how to do something, then
Ask us.
freaking ask us because we will help.
We're here. We love you guys. You are our racing family. And I want to keep, harping on that. We are here to help you guys. We are here to open every door, but it's up to you guys to walk through them. All you have to do is walk through the door, guys.
And man, I want next year so bad. It's our mission to see those 20 or 30 cars of these 30 or plus teams on track with livery, looking sharp, racing wheel to wheel, and a bunch of NDs. And I think we've put together a program.
I shed a tear.
I legit 100%, 100%. I would shed a tear. There's
Oh my
no
God.
doubt. There's no doubt. I would completely shed a tear, maybe more than one. So guys, we're trying to put together everything we can. And listen, we're going to miss stuff. And if we miss stuff, that's fine. We'll go back and fix it and make it right or figure out a way to
Yeah.
make it so that it's attainable.
Yeah, guys, we are here. Nothing is ever set in stone.
That's right.
Nothing. If you have a problem with something, if you have a question, if you have a suggestion, if you have a sponsor that you think we should reach out to, if you have a connection, guys, let us know.
Yeah.
We don't know what we don't know. We can't go make this the best series without listening to you, our members.
That's right.
And so we're always committed to making a better product, and we want to make sure you guys have the best experience known to man. So that's why we're here. This is really fun. Guys, I'm really excited about this. As a lot of you know, we host webinars once a month. They're 2 hours. They're really long. We are revamping that. And so we are announcing Pit Stop with CRS. And this is the new format of education, guys. So this will be a new weekly webinar held every Tuesday at 7 p.m. There isn't a time limit, but we're targeting 30 to 60 minutes max. And we will be covering an important topic you need. So expect guest speakers. So expect professional race drivers like Todd Burris, Connor Zilich, Danica Patrick. Expect people with connections opportunities for you. Our whole goal is to bring you into the world of motorsports. And at the end of your career, we want to send you off with the best possible foot you need to go out and be in the industry. Question and answer opportunities. This is a great place to come with questions. If you have a question about race strategy or you have a question about the rule book, this is where you want to ask it. And here we're going to be sharing ways to win, guys. For those that don't show up, you're going to be missing out because we're sharing race winning strategies here. We're going to tell you how to win and be crowned national champion. So we're really excited about this. And it'll be starting up here in the next week or two.
Yeah.
So again, this is very exciting. I think that's it. All right.
Well,
Hey, let me add a little something real quick. I was on the phone today with a guy, and he's busting his ass to put himself through school. He's at school and he's paying for his own school, and he's like, I just don't know that I got the money I can afford to do all this stuff. I'm like, listen, dude, here's an opportunity for you to immerse yourself in motorsports atmosphere and education that you're not going to get anywhere else. We're talking about $249 for a year of education, not to mention the discounts you can get for track days and all that stuff. But you can figure out whether this is a fit for you or not for 250 bucks for a year. We're not asking for a ton of money. We are here to handhold you in the process of figuring out whether this is a fit or not for you. This series that we're putting together is beautiful. It's going to absolutely be amazing. But the opportunities to be plugged in other aspects of what we provide is just super, super big. So for whatever that's worth.
Yeah. Thanks, Danny. Well said. All right. So we got some questions. All right. Hang on.
you make that bigger?
Yeah, I can. I can make it bigger. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I like that. Okay.
You can start at the top.
Well, we've answered a lot of these questions. Hang on a second. What do you recommend for someone starting at ground zero? Oh, there's a lot of, holy crap. All right, hang on. We're gonna get through these questions. Okay. Already answered those. How long does a license last, and what does the lease cost? Okay, last, I believe the FAR license is,
Well, you have to, licenses typically, so in this, for CRS, you will receive, when you go to a comp school, you'll receive, and this is true with SCCA or NASA or Lucas or anywhere you go. It's the same with everybody. You'll receive either what they call a provisional or a novice permit. In SCCA, they run it through as a novice permit. With FARA, they call it a provisional. It's listed on your garage ID profile as provisional, and it's contingent upon you coming and completing a race weekend. Typically in a race weekend at a FAR event, there are three, often you can often race more than 3 races, but there's usually 3 to 4 or 5 races you can race. You need to race 1 weekend and 3 races for you to complete your competition license. Okay. And then it goes from a provisional to a competition license.
and that lasts as long as you continue to race. I think
That's right.
the deal is if you're not racing for a period of 12 months or greater, you have to go get relicensed or something like that.
Typically,
12 to 18 months.
yeah, typically you have 12 months. Like if I race this weekend and I wasn't going to race again, the following year I would have another 12 months to complete 1 race in order to keep my competition license.
There you go. So a long dang time. If you keep racing indefinitely. Lease, Ryan, we do not have the exact number for the lease. There's no point in us telling you an estimate because it could be significantly more expensive or significantly less. We don't want to come out and tell you guys the budget is what we think is a good estimate, is a good median. It could be more, it could be less. What if I do a comp school? We already answered that. They have rentals. Do you need to finish comp school? No, we already answered that. Okay. Anyone from the LSU team on here?
I don't think so. The LSU FSA team
Yeah, Formula.
yeah,
SA.
the Formula team. I don't think they're on here. I met with them, Michael, as you know, when I was down at NOLA. But I followed up with 2 of the guys, or actually 3 of them, and then I haven't heard from them. So I don't think they're on here.
Yeah. So if you know them, get their asses in here, man. I love the FSAE group. They're a wonderful group of people. I was part of FSAE at one point in my life. But this is real racing. This is getting the students on track, really racing. So if they want to learn and get that driver development and the team development, what it takes to bring a real race car, get them involved, man. This is what it's about.
And if you'll email me, I can connect you with the 3 guys that have expressed interest already from LSU.
There you go. Danny at garageid.com.
Michael knows those dudes.
Yeah. What do you recommend for someone starting at ground zero wanting to get involved? Jeremy, man, I think you missed the beginning of the meeting. Join on garageid.com, join a membership or email crs@garageid.com. I'm going to type this in the chat for everyone, crs@garageid.com, or email Danny@garageid.com. Any of those emails, guys, we will get you every answer you need to know to feel comfortable about joining in this series and joining our family. Will there be an HPDE comp school in Southern California? Hey, Valeria. Yes, there will be. We are working our asses. I promise you, we are working our asses off to bring this to you. Southern California, as you know, is very, very far away from where we are based. We are very close to, I feel like, being able to.
So that's a tough one. Southern
It's
Cal
tough.
is a long way.
It may be mid California or up in Arizona at Eagle or whatever it's called. You know what I'm talking about. But we're working on it. So stay tuned, and we will get back to you as soon as we can.
Valeria, I'll say this though, that if you, if you, what are you, she at SoCal?
I think so.
All right, well, whatever school you're at, if you and somebody else or just you want to do a comp school, reach out to us. We'll figure a way out to get you and a teammate or other teammates through a comp school. Even if it's like, hey, flying you in and we're going to provide cars, we can work stuff out. You take some initiative and stay on us, call us, email us, whatever, and figure out some dates, look at the schedule, and we'll find a way to make it happen.
Absolutely. So, at race events, will there be like Mazda provided mechanics or something, or just mechanics to help teams? Bryson, there are always mechanics in the paddock to help teams. I mean, always. The paddock.
Family.
Yeah, and we really mean this. It's family, and the paddock is one of the most magical places I think I've ever been lucky enough to set foot in, because everyone genuinely wants to help you. On the racetrack, maybe a different story, but off the racetrack, man, if you need a part, if you need help, advice, they're there for you, and you will be stunned the length that some of these people will go to help you get back on track.
Yeah, the community and the track is second to none. I race a ton of different motorcycle and AMA and SCCA, and the community that will come together to help you get on track is immense. Now, to address specifically what you asked, are we going to have a bank of Mazda mechanics that are provided by Mazda and are sitting there waiting hand and foot to work on your car?
Probably not.
No.
Not yet. Not yet.
Yeah, right now I would say this first show, no, I would say that is not going to happen. You need to be just a little bit understand how
the difference between a Phillips head and a flathead screwdriver.
Yeah,
You're going to be just fine.
Yeah, right. So you do have to be able to take tires and wheels off, rotate tires and wheels.
But we're going to teach you this.
That's right. All the stuff we're going to teach you, it's one of the benefits of the program, right?
Yeah. So, William, your college is likely to oppose a racing team because of the associated risks. That is a non-issue. Okay. So I worked with Purdue University. Guys, we hold liability insurance up to $5 million on both the team, accidents, and the actual drivers. We hold all of the necessary paddock insurance, you name it. The risk has been mitigated quite well. So if your school gets pushed back, feel free to ask us to join that meeting. I actually joined the meeting with Purdue, and I talked with the head of liability with Purdue. And we got it worked out pretty well with them. So let us know if you need us to join the meeting. We'll be there. We've got you covered. We got your back, guys. Yeah, it's disappearing. Bitcoin Racing, little confused on what exactly they're providing. They are going to help bring money into supporting the collegiate racing series, subsidizing your overcost, lowering the costs, and they're also going to be educating you on how to utilize Bitcoin to raise money for your teams. What's a typical race day going to look like? Will there be practice and qualifying on the same day? How many sessions spread out through the weekend?
Great question.
That's a great question, Kieran.
Kieran, if you go to any of the FARA events and go to the event page of, say, the Autobahn is the next event this weekend, and click on the schedule, you can go through and look at the schedule and how they have it done. It's typically, and FARA gives you more track anybody I've ever raced with. It's you get so much track time you don't even want to go back out there because it's just too much. And so you can pull up any schedule from past events. You can look at current events and get an idea of the schedules. Typically they break it down to classes, and the classes run groups, and the run groups have their set times. You'll get On a Friday, typically you have a test day on Friday where you're going to get 3 to 5 sessions, sometimes 6. And then on Saturday, you get a practice and a qualifying. And then I think you go race on Saturday. You have 2 races on a sprint race early, and then a secondary race on Saturday. And then on Sunday, you have a qual and a race, and sometimes it's qual race. So you get, it's enormous what FAR does. They utilize almost every spare minute possible, and they're really efficient. So
yeah, good stuff. Cool. So hey Jake, that's USC over there. Yes, we do have discounts on helmets. We do have discounts for sim gear, and we do have discounts for iRacing as well. So just reach out to me. I'll be happy to get you those discounts. And again, discounts are added daily. So, oh Lord Almighty. I don't have race experience yet. I'm architect with Jesse and the ARCA team. Awesome. But I'm planning to attend your upcoming race days in Florida or Charlotte to meet everyone, get a better deal. While I work on getting my license, what would you say is the best way for someone like me to show they're serious before even touching the track? Hey, Keon, man, just show up, brother. And what I mean by that is attend the webinars, ask questions, email us. You need to help build your team. So if you can, before getting on the track, you got to build teams. That means bringing people, like-minded individuals to your team, sharing the love, sharing this family that we have, getting them joined, getting them prepped. Because if you go out and do that, man, you're well on your way to competing really, really well.
yeah, the only thing I'd add to that is I don't care what you look at. It doesn't matter if it's a successful business, a successful family, a successful race team. You got to have a leader. You got to have a leader. You have to have somebody who carries the torch, who bears the burden of the torch and leading. It's one of the reasons why Clemson, CTR, has been so successful, is they have really strong leadership. And the guys move and they take initiative, and they see something that has to happen. They take it upon themselves, or they assign somebody to do it, and then they do it. And every team that is part of CRS, the ones that are going to be the best are going to be the ones with the best torchbearers, the ones with the best leadership, bar none, without a doubt. They will be the winners at the end of the year, the ones who are the most organized, who went out and took the time, created a 501c3, went and got donors, met with staff, met with alumni, raised money, and then executed and got their team on track and practiced, and then showed up on time, ready to race. Yep. Those are the guys that are going to win.
Yep. Point blank. Haven't joined a school yet. Would it be more reasonable to join an already made team or start your own? Jeremy, absolutely. It's going to be best and easiest to join or start a team at whatever school you end up going to. So like there's literally no reason why whatever school you go to, we can't create a team at. Especially as you're an incoming freshman, this is a great way to meet people. Highly recommend starting your own team. And if we have exhausted every resource and we can't get a team built, we can pair you up with an existing team that's close by.
We haven't had that scenario.
We have not had that scenario yet.
No.
And I don't think we will. Just point blank, like, guys, we've done this 30 plus times.
And we've had plenty of hurdles too, where they're like, well, we don't know about this. I'm not sure that we can do it, and our school won't allow it. We got over all the hurdles. Okay. And so, any school you're going to will help you create a team.
There are guys at every school in the country that are into cars and want to race.
Yeah.
Period.
Wow. Keon, man, you're getting deep, brother. Listen to this. What moment made you realize that racing was bigger than life and than just driving? What did you know this was your purpose and not just your career? Wow, Keon, that's probably the best question I have been asked in a very long time. And, I think for me, it was when during my undergrad time, I was with Clemson Tiger Racing. And when we got our first wrapped liveried race car on track for the first time, and I had a new driver who had never driven on the racetrack before. Her name is Kinsey Williams. She's now one of the leaders. Man, that hit me different. That hit me like a wall of bricks, because I'll bestow some wisdom on you guys. a long time ago, a long,
It's 23-year-old wisdom.
hey, it's good wisdom.
It is. I'm
It's-
listening.
A long time ago, I had someone much older and wiser than me tell me to always be concerned with the legacy that you leave behind, even at a young age, because everything that you do matters, and you don't realize, especially as you become a leader and become important in other people's lives, everything you do affects them. And so always be concerned with the legacy that you leave behind. And that's kind of how I've decided and chose to live my life, is let my legacy be good and let it affect other people's lives for better. And that's kind of true with all of us here, is we've been blessed with the opportunity to go racing. We've had a taste of it, and we strongly believe that everyone should be able to do this.
Yeah.
So
For me, racing taught me about sacrifice. And it wasn't me sacrificing anything. It was the people around me sacrificing for me to make me better and to even sometimes get me on track. I think it got very real for me one time when I was at Road America and I didn't know what I was doing and I wrecked my car and I thought, well, I just pissed away, $4,000 on this trip and my car's all bent up and I had to get it towed back into the paddock. And I didn't know anybody. I'm from Greenville, South Carolina, and I drove all the way up to northern Wisconsin to go and run this huge event. And I didn't know what I was doing, and no one knew me. And within a matter of minutes, there were 5 to 10 people working on my car that I had never met. And they fixed my car, scaled and aligned it, and got me on track and allowed me to race. That taught me that people over process is what matters. And it's all about relationships, guys. I don't care what you do after CRS or throughout your time in CRS. What this is about is it's about people and relationships. We will value you, the relationship with you and your team, and accomplishing what it is that you guys want to do over the process of whatever it is. Okay. So that is what is important. I hope, if anything, you take away that everything is about relationships. When you get out of racing, which you probably never will and be in it forever, and I hope that you are, but everything is relationships. And the golden rule: do unto others as you would have them do unto you.
yeah.
So that's what it's done for me.
Yeah. Awesome question, man. Really appreciated that question. A lot of racers talked about some talking points to explain to them better. Hey, why don't you email me? Because I feel like I can better understand, if I can understand your scenario a little bit, if those people are older as in like alumni or older as in just seniors. But absolutely. And I even have some documents that I can send you that really make it point blank easy to explain what CRS is for you. So ZAMP helmets.
I don't even have a deal with them.
We don't have a deal with ZAMP helmets. We have some deals with obviously Discovery Parts. They house a lot of the different brands. Bell, Stilo, Rue. I run a Rue helmet. I love them. They're phenomenal. I do also have some discounts for RaceQuip. It's a Summit racing brand. So just let us know. Again, email us and we can get you the discounts that we haven't posted yet, or we'll be posting very soon. Cool.
All right.
All right, guys. Any other questions?
Hit us up, email us, text us, whatever. Thank you guys for coming. And the next webinar kicking off every Tuesday will be, we're going to start next
within
Tuesday
within the next 2 weeks.
Yeah.
You'll hear from me on a weekly basis. Oh, hang on.
Wait.
Oh, it's big ass. Don't want anything in term. College really focused on getting my license. If y'all ever need help, truck days, pull up, be part of the environment from the ground up, ready to come out, Charlotte, Florida, wherever. Keon, you be careful what you wish for, man. Keep in touch, brother. Email me. Where can I find the recording? Hey, Bryson. So all the recordings are going to be posted to our YouTube and our Discovery, not Discovery, our FSBB community platform. So all the recordings will be posted there. So, all right, guys, we really appreciate all your time. We are beyond excited. Yeah. I'm proud of every single one of you guys, and you guys are very close to going racing. That's what it's all about. We love you guys, and I will see you.